Tonight, in partnership with Enough is Enough, we'll have a quick chat with Oluwafemi Ajibade. He's the operations lead at Citizens Gavel to discuss NSARS 4 years later. What has changed? What's next? Today is just an all NSARS day
I
because
know.
it's interesting to have. But thank you so much, Ajibade, for joining us. If you can hear me, can you unmute yourself? Oh, sugar. Hello, are you there, Ajibade?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. All right, so quick chat with you. So yesterday, October 20th, I saw a lot of few people posting on social media, we will never forget and all of that. But it's just really glaring that, again, as I have always said with Nigeria, we're so quick to forget a lot of things. We're so quick to move on, and all of that. So what's your general assessment on the 4th anniversary of the NSAS protest?
All right, thank you. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. So, of course, it's 4 years. It's been 4 years since NSAS, and of course, like you said, it's been a low-key affair when it comes to the commemoration and the anniversary, so to speak, especially on social media. But offline, there has been a lot of activities post NSAS that are meant to, struggle and continue the call for an end to police brutality and, to reduce or to instill professionalism in the way the police work. So it might have been a low-key affair on social media, but there are still a lot of activities and there are still lots to be done when it comes to getting justice and making sure that police brutality is greatly reduced when it comes to Nigeria and the Nigerian police force.
Okay. All right. So what did Enough is Enough specifically do on the 20th of October this year?
Okay. All right. So I think in commemoration of NSAS, we of course, my organization, Citizens Gavel, and we've been working together with Enough is Enough since 2020 to walk around providing legal support for victims of abuse when it comes to police brutality in general, and when it comes to victims of legal arrest during and after the NSAS process. So, of course, this year, we try to reconcile alongside EiE, we try to reconcile the work that we've done so far and what we can do to prepare for, subsequent protests when it comes to giving adequate legal support or psychosocial support basically to victims of illegal arrest or brutality during protests like this. Of course, there were conversations around the previous protests, the end bad governance protests that occurred this year, and there were issues around police brutality and illegal detention to these kind of issues to came up. So it's kind of like a kind of reoccurring theme when it comes to protests in Nigeria, when it comes to people trying to canvass for a change. So these are some of the conversations that EiE alongside government is having in terms of making sure that we try to implement some kind of institutional change when it comes to providing support for victims of abuse. And of course, well, we talk about some problems relating to data when it comes to representing people, when it comes to making sure that we get everybody out of detention. There are things that we've seen in our past experiences that connotes the fact that data is important. Most times we have duplicity of data, we have incorrect data, we have incomplete data. So we have conversations, or we are having conversations around that to make sure that we chart a strategy to make sure that we have adequate data to effectively provide support for victims of illegal detention incidental to either the NSAS protest, the end bad governance protest, or subsequent call for change that might be made by citizens of Nigeria. Basically.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Would want to encourage you to keep up the good work. Would definitely be in touch to keep following up on this.